Hey, welcome again. This is Manish Jain, aka Mr. Jain, and today we are here at Ferrari Mumbai, and we are here to do what? We are going to test drive the new Ferrari Portofino. Yes, that is actually my favorite Ferrari. We're going to get in, we're going to go across the C-Link and come back. We're going to hear the engine, we're going to talk about the car, and we're going to be sitting in with no other than Byram Jeejeebhoy. So stay tuned and hope you enjoy.
Welcome to the Portofino, Mr. Manish Jain. This is certainly a surprise and a treat for you, that much I can say. So it's what, 7:15 in the morning, we've got the top down, it's lovely weather, 21 degrees.
This is perfect for convertible, actually.
This is an absolute...
It's been made. This weather is just made for us.
It really has been. And of course she's just warming up now. What is she at? She's at 51 degrees Celsius, so I'm going to go easy till she warms up.
All right.
But please notice how seamlessly this car changes gears. Oh, by the way, you've got a passenger display.
Oh yeah, I got to turn that on?
Yeah. No, there's no on and off. It's just touch the button.
Oh,
there.
dude, touchscreen!
Yeah, it is. It's complete.
I should do the intro probably now.
Yeah.
You've been rapping, but I just wanted to let you keep on going. All right, welcome back. This is Manish. We're with Byram in the new Ferrari Portofino. And as you can see, we're already on the road here in BKC with the top down because it's a balmy, what was it? You just say the degrees were?
21 degrees.
All right. So this is Ferrari's latest Ferrari, and I personally find it's my favorite Ferrari. But if you ask a pure Ferrari enthusiast, they may not think that. But I think it's one of the best. It looks amazing. The engine sounds great. And it's quite
it's
affordable.
got start-stop as well.
Start-stop, I like that.
It comes stock with the car, so
Okay.
we don't have the option of getting that feature removed.
So tell me, we are sitting in, is this the second Portofino in India right now?
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes. All right. So the first one, I believe, is in Bangalore, and this is number 2.
This is number 2.
All right.
So
right now we're in comfort, which is
right
probably...
now we're in the most comfortable mode possible.
Which is very un-Ferrari-like, I believe.
Which is completely, I mean, this ride, for me, is softer than a car with run flats.
I would imagine.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, proof's in the pudding. We get to see at this speed on these roads how well she's driving. And mind you, I've had the tires inflated with a little more pressure than required.
Okay.
Only because of the transport.
Right.
This one doesn't have a lift, and even if they do, we like to keep the tires a little more inflated so that with all the jostling and the bumping on the flatbed, there's no chance of anything touching at all anywhere.
So this doesn't have a lift system?
No.
Oh, wow.
Portofinos don't come with a lift
Okay.
system.
Surprising. I thought it would.
Even the California T didn't have one.
Okay.
And that's...
So that's what I mean. So that's a
Yes.
whole debate. This is the
Yes.
successor to the California T.
Yes.
And I find that so wrong because this looks obviously very different.
Yes.
Looks way better than the California T. And I think that's the problem. People feel like it has that lineage, but I feel it's way better than any of those cars.
I mean, it's a huge leap up from the California T in terms of performance, in terms of comfort, primarily because they've put stiffer springs in this car, but they've given you a comfier ride than the Cali T. And that's to do with the magic that works with the electronic suspension and the magnetite suspension.
Right.
So that is seriously something that's been very, very finely tuned, and they really got it right. There's no question about that. Notice we're still tooling around in the 7th.
56, 57, 60
I'm guessing at
kilometers.
this speed I can probably get back 7 or 8 kilometers a liter.
Right,
For
which
sure.
of course never happens. So.
Oh, by the way, the horn's back where it belongs now.
All right.
Sector, so.
Which is, I mean, you need a horn in India.
Oh
obviously.
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Without that here,
I think that's how they teach you. It's not 10 and 2. It's 10 and then one hand here on the horn.
No, 10 and 2 and then thumb on the
Yeah,
horn.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so now what I've done is I've gone into sport,
Okay.
which basically stiffens the E-diff up a bit,
Okay.
the suspension,
Right.
and gives you a little more aggressive gear changes. So that's the mode we're currently in right now.
Okay.
But I'll just wait till we cross
The area where we can push this to the
Right.
allowable speed limits
Correct.
of this
No doubt.
road.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay in auto.
Okay.
I'm just basically, you can override the automatic transmission with the pedals at any point.
Right, of
you
course.
need fit.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting my foot 3/4 way down now.
Okay.
Give you a feel of.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
My cap's gonna fly off.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I didn't think that would happen at 80 kilometers an hour.
And notice
but
how
it's-
quick the downshifts are in this medium.
That's what I want to hear, the downshifts.
So it's very quick. And look at the sun there on the left.
That's
pretty
beautiful.
sight. Yeah. So now I'm in third. I'm in manual, and I'm just going to put my foot partially down again.
All right. This guy's kind of killing it.
Now with auto on, all I have to really do is just gently touch the brakes,
Yeah.
and she'll automatically downshift. No problem at all.
Wow,
but
that
I'm not
is-
demanding of the brakes as much right now for her to do that.
Right.
So, but how did that feel?
Felt good. It felt like what I would expect
Not
in
a-
a Ferrari.
not a slouch
but
at all, right?
yeah, definitely much better than the California. I'm not sat
Much,
actually in
much
the T,
nicer.
but the
Yeah.
California way different.
Correct.
And of course, can't compare a 48 GTB.
It's unfair to do that because this one's made for very different purposes altogether.
Right.
I mean, this is not the sporty version of the. This is a leisurely.
Wait a minute, you just said this is not the sporty version. Okay, yeah, let's rewind
yes,
that back.
yes,
we
we'll
are
rewind
in a
that
Ferrari,
back.
and that's like saying the cheapest
No.
billionaire only has $1 billion in his bank account.
No, what I meant to say was that this one's built for a different purpose.
Yeah, of course.
Altogether, and it just does everything it's supposed to and more, much better.
You know, that's my whole thing is, everybody talks about the 488, the 458. Of course, those are really meant for the track.
Correct.
And the sad thing is, obviously, when you get those cars, most likely in India, you never use them on the track. So it's sort of a waste.
But they've started using
Yeah,
them
they
a little
have.
more now.
So I feel like this is really the car to get,
It's an everyday, all-around, absolute get into anytime you like. And look at the ride. I mean, are you at all? And we're in sport, by the way.
No, I mean, that's...
And I haven't pressed the Schumacher button, as they call it, and soften the ride.
okay.
So we're in the bumpiest ride this car can provide.
And we are on the roads of Bombay, which
And we're
themselves
on parts of the bumpiest
are like a
roads in
proving
Bombay.
ground for, road
So,
conditions.
I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's absolutely unbelievable when it comes to comfort and not wanting to get out and hold your lumbar.
Yeah. Oh, I think my back
on
hurts
your
now.
back.
I think
By the way, speaking of back and problems, you'll find at the side of your seat there's a slight recessed round button.
Yes, I think I
Okay?
saw that.
If you click that, that's
Then-
the shortcut to the
Yeah,
all-new 18-way adjustable seat. So
Right.
then you click on that seat adjustment, and from your lower bolster to the thigh bolsters to the lumbar
It
support.
does everything, yeah.
Everything, up, down, back and forth. And you've got heated seats. So
So
I think I'm gonna
I saw
probably
that
use.
when I was watching that Vehicle Virgins. He had a
Yes,
Portofino
yes.
for 2 days,
Yeah.
and he did like a full detail of everything. I think he must have gone through the manual and just said, okay, this is how you do everything.
Yeah, he did.
I feel like, wow, this is a great introduction. I just need to
it is.
cough up $300,000 for that car.
So I'm turning my heat on if you don't mind, because I'm feeling a bit
That is
chilly.
something I thought you would never ever use in India.
This again
He
is
did
a
s-
speed breaker. We're taking
Wow.
it dead on.
Yeah.
We're not crossing it in any way, and she clears them fine.
Really.
There's not a single instance in the last X kilometers that we've driven the car that
I've
we've
not
had
even heard of
any
a
issue.
scrape or anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's-
But where this car really comes into its own is the electric steering. It's not as light as one would think, even in comfort. Yes,
Okay.
it's lighter in comfort than it would be in sport.
Right.
It definitely stiffens up in sport, most certainly, even at lower speeds. But it's fabulous. Just turn the wheel while we're stationary, and you'll feel how seamless
Yeah,
and
it's
how
like
effortless it is.
nothing.
And that's in sport. So we've really got.
I'm sure there must be some Ferrari enthusiast that is not happy about that.
Well, I love it.
I can
And
imagine.
It stiffens up as you go up in speed. So it's definitely lovely. So now we're moving, not all too quickly, but I'm going to put the roof back up.
As we're driving, the roof is coming down. All right.
Yes.
As we're holding up traffic, by the way, but that's okay.
Partially, not all of it.
Oh my God.
That little beep means that your roof's back up.
You're good to go?
You're good to go, yeah. I'm going to turn the heat up a bit my side. I don't know if you're feeling a little
I'm fine.
Okay. So, we're back in sport. Give you a bit of a little acceleration in fourth to make you feel. Now in sport also the gear changes get a little more ferocious, up and down.
Okay.
So you'll feel that little punch in the small of your back every time I change if I'm in under acceleration.
All right.
Because they've been programmed to do so. So they're very good with the kick in the back feel. I'm actually can't believe I'm going to say this, but you don't
You're being recorded, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
So you don't really need to put this car in sport to enjoy it locally.
Ah, okay.
You know, with the California T, you thought, I wanted a little more. There's nothing lacking in comfort that you'd feel, oh my God, I really need to put this car in sport.
Right.
Okay, so we're in sport. I'm going to go into manual for a second, just so that I have full control over the down and up shifts. And as you can see, they're pretty much instantaneous.
Yeah.
Once again.
Just to hear that. Now we're talking.
So you see, it's relentless when it comes to its performance and its acceleration. You really do feel all of the 600 horsepower that this car has, without a doubt. And again, when you want to tool along and just cruise, put her in seventh, and you just carry on as if you're going for a nice long haul and a nice long drive.
Wow.
So what is your take?
So my take on this car is, I've always said my top 3 cars have always been, and this is the order, would be number 1 be a 911, number 2 is a Ferrari, and that is the Portofino. It used to be the 488.
Okay.
And number 3 is an E63. So for me, this Ferrari is just the top. If you told me you want a 488 or a Portofino, I would take the Portofino any day. So and the thing is, I know a lot of the Ferrari enthusiasts are like, oh my God, how can you, it's a chick car. I think it's one of the best Ferraris. I can't understand why people
certainly made a lot more macho now with the Portofino.
Yeah,
from the looks, the
great,
style, the design.
It sounds great, everything.
Yeah. They've made the look a lot more chiseled as far as that's concerned.
Oh man, someone is not happy over there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we don't care. We'll just carry on. Thank you. I've got to get out and just shut the boot for a second. So we're in sport again.
All right.
And I'm just going to go through the few gears just to give you a sound of the exhaust.
So we're going to give it up 2.
Yeah. Changes are absolutely fabulous.
Instantaneous.
You find yourself wanting to downshift later than earlier because of how crisp the changes are. You just think, okay, I've had enough, and you're worried about, it's very, very comfortable to drive. Yeah. And I'm sure I wouldn't say that at 6:30 in peak traffic heading home.
No, definitely not.
But
with 18 people honking at you.
Right, and people crowding around the side to take photographs and selfies.
Which would be me, probably. One of those guys.
I'll show you here as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, nothing more to say than fabulous performance, brilliant acceleration, fantastic brakes. I'll give you the last blast before we tuck her into bed.